I am done, almost, with the STALKER archive website. If you want more information about why I'm making this website and the purpose behind it, you should check out the first video for all the details. But to recap very quickly, it's simply to make STALKER story mods more accessible. The community tends to be focused a lot on the big mod packs, myself included, and for good reason, because a lot of them are amazing, but they tend to overshadow the smaller story-focused mods, which is a shame because some of them are absolute gems that every STALKER fan should play at least once. If you're getting tired of big open worlds doing endless fetch quests and want some cool, meaningful, much more original and unique stories to discover in the STALKER universe, that's what these story mods are for. This website is a curated list of all the mods I played and reviewed so far, with an easy to install, up-to-date English translation to download and enjoy without too much hassle, which I think is the most important step to give a wider audience to these projects that are literally built out of love for the games by the community, so it's a shame that a lot of them are so underrepresented. And honestly, outside of the mod creators themselves, this archive and half my channel wouldn't exist today without the Sea Consciousness guys, which are the true OGs of translating, distributing, and making access easier to a lot of these story mods to the English community, so giant props to them. And you should definitely check them out if you want a much wider, comprehensive selection of good projects to try. With reviews, recommendations, troubleshooting and help, they're the whole package. I will leave a couple links with how to find them in the video description. With all of that out of the way, let's go back to the website. A lot of things changed. I did what I said I wouldn't do in the last video, which is rebuilding the website from scratch. It looks pretty much the same, which was the goal, but there's a lot of new features now, so let's go over everything quickly. And yes, you're gonna watch me nerding out on all the little things I added, because I spent way too much time figuring all this stuff out. So you have all the same features as before, sorting the mods by grades, the ability to hide the grades, the videos, an Essentials tab with everything you should install on your computer to make sure a lot of these mods run properly. It's not required for all of them, but I always recommend taking 10 minutes to install everything and never have to think about it again. And now for all the changes. If you look at the old website, every mod had a download link and a very basic install guide. I love the simplicity of it, but I wanted the ability to add a bit more information in a better structured way. So now in this new version, the download link and install guide are gone, and you can just click on the mod to open its individual page, which is nice because it now gives you the ability to give a link to a specific mod, which was not possible in the earlier version. Everything was just one big single page. And here I added more information, I rewrote longer descriptions for every single mod. If someone wants to check them, make sure I don't say dumb stuff, please be my guest. But overall it should be fine, and I added a list of pros and cons too. The goal is for the people who want to try a new mod without being influenced by an arbitrary grade. And to be fair, that's the goal of this website, to only have mods worth playing anyways. That's the whole point of having a curated list, so grades are not really meaningful. You can simply read the small description. If it sounds good, you have more details on the individual page, and if it sounds like something for you, you can just dive right into it. I moved the install guide and download link here. By the way, the files are only going to be a repack I make if I feel it's necessary. If the mod is easily accessible with all the updates, English translation, patches and fixes all in one simple place, like ModDB, the creator's official website, or hosted by the Sea Consciousness members or whatever, the download link will simply bring you directly there. And now that we have a bit more room, for each mod I did the work nobody wants to do, which is read all the comments everywhere, the readmes, the discords, the ModDB pages, everything, and list the most common issues I found that people were having when installing or playing the mod and how to solve them easily. We have a new link section with all the official pages, link to the creator website, donation pages and all, video review, and of course all the credits to everyone who worked on the mod. I also added a small gallery of screenshots for every mod, and that's where we go back to the title of this video, saying that I need your help. You thought I was gonna ask for money, right? No, I just need screenshots, actually. I mean, I'll take your money, of course. I need a new computer. All the sponsors contacting me for the channel are the the dumbest stuff like gambling, gamer, sleeping pills, and whatever. You don't even want to know. I say basically no to everything. I'm broke, but at least I feel like I'm not selling out. Anyways, what I was saying. Oh yeah. So the only thing I'm asking technically are screenshots. I want everything on the website to be original, so I'm not gonna start stealing screenshots elsewhere. I'm going to add some of mine eventually, but it's gonna take a while. So I thought it would be cool if you played these mods or are planning on playing some of them and you have some cool screenshots from your playthroughs, send them to me. My contact is in the about section of the website. I will pick the best one for each mod and credit you, obviously, so give me the name you want to appear on the file, and you can live forever in this mod archive, in the screenshot gallery, and it's gonna save me so much time. I also added a couple new things on the main page. Now you can see the mods as a simple list, which is perfect for the people who care about grades. Here you can see immediately the top rated or worst mods easily, and it's gonna be even better when the site grows and we have a lot more mods. By the way, the grades right now are the ModDB ones plus the Epi Pro plus the STALKER RU ones, weighted by the number of votes for each. That's 95% of the grade, and the last 5% is my grade, which pretty much doesn't change anything, but at least I feel like I'm participating. So it's like a meta grade for a big chunk of the community. I also added some filters so you can choose only standalone mods, low spec friendly ones, the must play ones, and so on. These categories are still a bit arbitrary. I need to define a system and rules to decide who goes where, if you make the cut to be a must play or not, but at least the features are implemented, and this will be helpful when the site grows. And that's it pretty much. I have some little things I still want to add. For example, if you hide my videos, instead of having nothing, you will have a random screenshot from the mod gallery instead, or an official thumbnail, we'll see. I need to add the features that when you decide to hide grades on the main page, it doesn't show the grade also in the mod individual page. Little features like this. You can check everything I'm planning to add on the Git page, and if you have a genius idea for something I didn't think about, let me know. I'm always open to anything. To be fair, I'm already thinking about adding a brand new page for Anomaly, Call of Chernobyl, soup mods or whatever, some sort of reference sheet with all the big mod packs, what they are, their main features, the same idea of what I did in my past 2 videos for Anomaly, but in a very simple format. Again, the goal is simply to make what the community has to offer more accessible and easy to understand, because it tends to be way too confusing. I'm doing this and I get confused all the time, but this is not for now. Right now the website is done, at least for its main purpose, and I will mainly focus on playing more story mods, reviewing them, and if they're good enough, simply add them to the website. I also designed a new logo. Is it absolutely necessary? No, not really, but I don't know, at this point I spend so much time on this, why not? And I needed something to do all the 5 icons with, so it was much easier to do something from scratch. Oh, and I also added a FAQ on the website. I don't know if it's very useful. I really need to stop adding new features. I really need to focus on playing new mods and just adding them to the website. Okay, that was the latest update, and I think that's all. Cheers.